change it.
School teachers are very strict.
I'm gonna have it connected. That's what I'm telling you. You have to- Are they connected?
Okay. Welcome back.
My first time here.
Yeah. Come sit at the table. Come sit at the table.
Can I talk?
Hmm?
Can I talk?
Mm-hmm.
This is my first time here, anything like this, like podcast. And this is something inspiring for me.
Okay. Cool. The camera here doing that, so you have to speak up. You have to speak up, but it heard you. Main thing I'm trying to figure out is.
Are you at? Huh? You can't be doing all the noise over there, then. Your juice. You want to go out there? All right. What you need? You got it? Oh, you got to control the slideshow.
Hmm?
You got to control the slideshow.
Okay.
Oh, you can't hear the
Yeah, yeah.
slideshow.
Yeah, I can. So where's it?
And how?
Oh, okay. On
I
here,
don't know
I think
where it's at.
we need to share it. Okay.
Oh, it is sharing. Make us see it. I don't know why we can't though.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Oh, hey, Erica.
You see the slideshow?
I see the first page that shows monthly networking meeting. So yeah.
Okay. But it's not showing. Oh, okay. That's I know why. Okay.
You know why?
Yeah, because on here we're on the
Oh, do we
stage.
need to put it on the stage
Yeah, I think we
in
do.
StreamYard?
Yeah.
So share it in StreamYard.
Because
The PowerPoint slide. Okay, y'all, we figuring this out. Give us a second. Slideshow, and then from the computer.
you know what? Okay.
You can upload it.
Yeah, but I think the thing that comes down to is that here we're sharing, but why is it not here? I see why. Because you put this as the spotlight.
Oh, do I need to unpin it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I thought we can see the camera both ways now. That was nice.
I know, I'm learning. Okay, if I'm looking at this, that means I cannot look at my notes. What you need to unpin it?
That's
So
what
we
I
have to
said.
go to Zoom,
Well, we can see it here. If they can see it.
but then you can't move the slides
Oh,
from
okay.
here. That's fine.
Now, when you see it, are you seeing it as a presentation or are you seeing it on the TV?
As a presentation. Because
I'm seeing it as a presentation. Like if you, it's taking up the whole screen, so it's like
Okay,
it's in presentation mode.
right.
okay.
Oops.
So,
Do you have it?
well, we'll see it. If they see it, we'll see it. But the people on the stream don't see it. That's the problem. So you see.
Right. So we just need to go back to Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
How do I make the Zoom bigger? So we're gonna minimize that.
Show meeting. Yeah, show meeting.
Okay, show meeting. Okay, so now I want to unping this, remove ping. But can you all still see the screen, the presentation?
Yeah. So let me see something.
Yeah, nothing's changed over here on this end.
Okay.
Share settings.
No.
Okay, I think yeah. 'Cause-
So go back to StreamYard and we can pull up the presentation there as well.
okay.
But it's StreamYard. And then, right. Yes. Computer.
Okay.
Upload file.
So which one is it?
Okay. Help from a sister, then go networking.
Jeez, because it's in use.
Okay. How do we do that? Oh, I know how we do it. Give me a second. We're going to stop sharing for a second. Is this to stop sharing?
Yeah, you stopped already.
Oh, I did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now I'm going PowerPoint. Am I in PowerPoint? Minimize that. So file, save as. Okay. And then save. Okay. So now
Or you want to do the other one because now you have the 55 open. So
it's processing. Okay. So now let's go back to share the screen.
okay, so
You ready? Okay.
now we just gotta still wait for this to finish processing here.
Okay, add it to the stage. All right. We got it?
Okay.
Oh, it's probably going to take a second.
There it is. Okay.
Awesome. Good afternoon. Well, good evening, everyone. Thank you for your patience while we figure this out. But we're ready. April is Autism Awareness Month. And our focus for today will be advocacy. not advocating for our loved one or a child. Advocacy is a form of love. And before we can show that love to anyone else, we have to show it to ourselves. So tonight's discussion is going to be about how to advocate for ourselves. Next slide. So my name is Veronica White. I have a nonprofit called Help from a Sister, where we cater to families who have a child on the autism spectrum. And our goal is every month to have a monthly networking meeting with entrepreneurs, people that have an interest in becoming an entrepreneur, someone just want to fellowship with some people that are actually doing something, not just speaking, putting their words to action. That's what we do here monthly. Majority of the time, it's the third Friday of every month. This month, because I went to the autism conference, it's the fourth Friday. Okay, next slide.
Sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead, Eric.
Yeah.
I see you're moving slides from the TV, but we can't see any other slides if you're moving the slides.
Okay, which is share screen? It's for PowerPoint.
Yeah, I'm sharing the. Yeah.
So you have to go back to.
And Francis is saying the front door is locked.
Oh, hold on. I think DJ locked it.
Good evening. I'm like, it's not funny. I'm like, what's going on? Okay, Erica, back. Thank you.
Okay, so you made it back to the PowerPoint.
Yeah, it's so weird. This is the slideshow, but it's not slide sharing anymore. So let me stop this.
So the thing with the PowerPoint is that we can only see your initial front screen that said networking meeting. So when you're changing it, we can't see it.
Yeah, that's weird.
Hold on, let me see something.
Like when it switched, it just.
Oh, maybe it freezes.
Yeah.
Okay, now do you see the purpose of the space? Purpose of the space?
Yes, we see that one now.
Okay, so if you click it, because that's what we're just talking about, the monthly networking meetings. Go to the next one.
Yeah,
Okay.
Go to the,
So do you all see the agenda?
Yes, we see that.
Yes.
Okay, we're all on the same page. We're gonna get it right. Okay, so our agenda for tonight is the welcome, which I've already done, the monthly question, which I'll be doing shortly. Each person will get a chance to introduce themselves. Feature presentation. Our presentation today is on advocacy for ourselves without burnout. Then we're gonna have an open discussion, announcements, and we're gonna close. And each person that has something that they're working on, they want to share with the group, everyone will have an opportunity to share what they're working on with the group. Okay, next slide. Awesome. The question of the month. Where do you feel you need to speak up more? For yourself or for your family? You get to answer that question, but I know tonight focus is not on our families, it's on us becoming advocates for ourselves first. So therefore we can advocate properly for our loved one. Okay.
next one.
Go back. Go for it. And go back because we're doing the introductions now.
Oh, okay.
There we are. Okay, so now each person get a chance to introduce yourself. Tell us your name. Who do you help? How do you help them? What outcome do you want? And what are you working on? And I guess I'll start with the introduction. What you need?
What's that talking? You want something?
Yeah, that's my headset.
Oh.
You got excellent hearing.
I'm like, what the heck?
Again, my name is Frana Kawhite. I am the founder of a nonprofit called Help from a Sister. We cater to families who have a child on the autism spectrum. We provide tools, techniques, and resources to help them transition from where they are to where they desire to be. And our goal this year is how to teach parents to become better advocates for their loved one. What we're working on is tomorrow, we're having a panel discussion on advocacy. So we're preparing for our 2026, our third conference for parents that have a child on the autism spectrum. So are we going to start with Zoom or are we starting with the people that's here? Stephen.
Okay, my name is Stephen Farmer. So who do I help? I guess.
You help people with tech.
Well, that's one. Yeah.
He is an amazing when it comes to technology, trying to figure it out and helping me get organized. Eventually, is this going to be a business for you?
It's already one.
There it is.
But I
Okay.
also do things with that. So,
And insurance as well, right?
not insurance. Right now, it's legal.
Legal Shield?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, tell us a little about Legal Shield.
Well, funny. I was just doing it because we help people to deal with legal issues and set up their estates. So I just used it for my mother. I set hers up. So it felt weird but good to finally, get your paperwork in order for, handling things. If you don't, the government will.
Definitely.
They will take it and they will take your money if you don't use your money to guard your money. So
Awesome. So one you're going to give us a presentation on that because I probably need to set one up for my mom too.
yeah, sure, I can do that.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Thank you, Stephen.
So you all are doing not just the wills now, you're doing the trust as well, correct?
Yeah, you can have a membership where it gives you trust. Now, trust, they usually are like what, $4,000 or $5,000.
Yes, it depends on how much assets you got, right?
Yeah,
That's
but
good.
on this one, you can have the trust set up. You can have them do the paperwork for the trust for $250. You
Oh,
get all
yes.
the paperwork.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Because my uncle was just asking me about a trust. He should have came to the meeting, but I'll
Yeah.
tell him
Are
about
they-
it. Go
Are
ahead.
they just setting it up or are they funding it?
Well, they're setting it up for you. They're giving you the paperwork to set it up. They don't do the funding. You do that, they'll help you with it. They'll charge you a fee, an extra fee, but it's actually they give you a discount per hour for the charging. So it is a discount on that too.
How much do they charge for the funding?
It depends on what you need done. So it'd be something you'd have to talk to the attorney about to see, but it depends on, because people have to get different things. So it depends on what work needs to be done to fund it.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't get an email on that. I didn't know they had started doing trusts and stuff yet.
Well, it depends on the level of membership too, because some people get the basic membership, which doesn't include getting a trust. So then you'd have to.
Oh, okay.
Oh, because Erica, you're with Legal Shield as well.
Yes, I have Legal Shield. I have the business plan. So I guess what is the trust plan?
You have the personal plan, which does that. Depends on which one of those you have too, because usually.
I got the personal and business one.
Yeah, so then you'd have to check to see the membership, but we could take it offline and discuss it too, because it depends on the membership you have. I can help you figure that out and give you that information. So for sure.
Okay.
Awesome. Sounds great.
We
Francis.
have that also through Primerica.
Oh, Primerica is doing trust planning as well.
I know they do.
No, they utilize Legal Shield.
Mhm.
Yeah, because they use the services to
So
get
like
them.
if we were to refer someone, we get commission on that.
Okay.
Are you?
Francis.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Frances Hawkins. I help everybody. I connect people
Yes,
Um,
she does.
to services they might need that might not have already. For one thing, I do. I'm a financial advisor. I do life insurance and investments. I have reinstated my non-for-profit. I'll be opening up my home care agency in the next couple of months, maybe the third quarter of the year, the beginning.
Okay.
I don't know how long it's going to take them. And also, I work with women that's trying to move to the next level. So that's basically it for me. The outcome is just knowing I'm able to help people, and they be happy with the information that I give them. Just like I found the contractor, she's a woman today. That was very impressive. Someone here. Um, what I'm working on is my event, stepping into springing into summer with massages and mimosas. That's coming up May 23rd. And then the next event will be Sisters of Black Wall Street networking event would be July 25th. So those are things that I'm working on at this time.
Awesome. Sounds great. Okay, you can go ahead.
What you over there do, Veronica?
I plug the AC.
Sorry.
Can you push that up for me?
I have to go try and get my son in a moment, so I'll go next.
Okay.
Okay. So my name is Erica Lamb. I'm an IRS enrolled agent. That's someone who represents clients before the IRS. I'm also the owner of Tax Strategy. So it's a virtual tax firm operating in all 50 states. We guide small businesses through the tax code, maximizing credits, deductions, alleviating tax debt, and making informed financial decisions. This is through strategic planning and tax debt relief programs. So the key is really implementing a tailored plan to achieve those maximum results. That includes strategic strategies that increase revenue and reduce taxes. So I like to say ultimately tax strategy is your favorite tax deduction. So that's pretty much what we do.
Okay, sounds great. Is there anything you're working on right now?
I am working on getting reorganized. Always trying to improve from the previous season. The season hasn't actually seemed to end yet, but just internal operations and changing a couple of things up because every year I get hit with something new. So that's one of my main focuses, at least before the end of May, to kind of have a couple of new systems in place so that we don't have the same craziness happen at extension deadline in September, October. That's currently what I'm working on. I do need to, so I am still having the flag party. That flag party is going to be October 24th, same date. However, I'm changing the venue so that I don't have to do that much work. This previous event, I'm actually going to put it in the group. They just sent the pictures. The previous event that we had last weekend went off really well, but not without us being tired as hell. So I'm just changing that up so that I'm not going to have a venue where we have to bring in all the food and all of the decorations and yada, yada, yada. It's going to be a skate party. So I know it's kind of totally different, right?
Right, because I was about to say
no,
each person was supposed to bring a dish, not you. You weren't responsible.
No. We were going to still have regular food.
Oh,
As was suggested, that people may not want to try other little dishes and stuff like that.
mhm.
But the whole setup and the everything after this experience I had this past weekend, there's no way in hell I'm ever going to do that again. No way. Trying to coordinate stuff. Yeah, that's not my thing. So with the skate, we'll have cake because this will also be my birthday time frame. No, not everybody has to skate. Obviously, we'll have the whole place rented and there'll be options to dance on the side. It'll still be Caribbean style. We just won't have to worry about food or decorations or anything like that.
All right. Sounds
So,
good.
yeah, that's from 4 to 6:30.
Are kids
on
allowed to
October
come?
24th. What'd you say?
Is that a adults only event?
Oh, no. It's still everybody. It's
Okay.
still everybody.
I know my grandson
yeah.
like skating. So okay, sounds great.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna head out right quick, and I'll be right back online. And
All
pick
right.
up my son.
Sounds great. Thanks, Erica. We're gonna switch back to the office. We have one more person that's here that's going to introduce themselves, and then we'll go back to online with Kills in May. Okay.
Hello, everybody. I'm Lamont Miller. This is my first time here, and it's impressive what
Well,
I see here. I'm here for me to learn more about podcasting and what this show is about, and hopefully add on later on to my project. I work at Loyola Medical Center on Maywood. I'm a public safety officer. Basically, what I do is help people, and especially the patient. I'm more probably geared to helping more brothers out there, men, to get up on their feet and talk to them and be a brother figure,
awesome.
positive figure. And down the line, I want to have my own podcast, and it'll be called Bonded Brothers. It's a brotherhood, and basically bring my brothers together and about unity and growth in the future. So and down the line it'll be like sisters and to the sisters, and down the line from there gonna be like brothers and sisters together on the platform. So basically I love to have a platform, in the future.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's my story. I'm sticking with it.
Well, welcome, Lamont. Thank you for coming out.
Thank you for the invite.
And the person I would want you to connect with, he's not here today. He'll be here tomorrow because he had to work. Is Ernest. Like, we're actually recording a podcast right now, but I know a little about podcasting, but he's more consistent and regular. And I think he has a course for podcasting.
Wow, wonderful.
Yes.
I'm there.
So I'm gonna introduce you to him as well, get you connected with Ernest.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna switch back online to Kels. Hey, Miss Tucker,
Hey,
how are you?
everyone. I'm okay. And yourself? How's everyone doing?
Thank you.
Fine, and you?
Wonderful.
Okay, that's good. So wait, let me get the screen.
Oh, I can.
Okay, so name. Okay, I got it now. Name, Kelsey Tucker. I go by Kels. Who do I help? I like that y'all been saying kind of like helping everyone. So I want to kind of touch on that. I do help with more seniors and the elderly population and the veteran side, but I kind of deal with everyone because I've been working with placement and doing referral resources as well. How do I help them? With the placements and referrals? People who have businesses, if it's something that they're doing with housing, construction, security, or whatever, I'm doing basically being that middle person, a connector, if I can do that. If they have housing, hey, if I know someone that needs housing, I'm vetting them before actually getting them to the person, so that way I can make it a successful placement as possible. If it's someone that need resources, like some people don't get benefits, some people need to do redeterminations and things, and they don't have the help at home, or they're not tech savvy, so I help in that type of way. My outcome of this, I am seeking to be a transitional program provider. I do want to offer housing in the long run. And what am I working on? I'm working on right now actually going ahead, putting together my nonprofit. I'm doing a for-profit. I've been doing a for-profit in this area for it's 5 years now. So I want to branch my nonprofit to assist along with my for-profit. And my change will be, or the difference is making an impact on shortening the housing that we're suffering with. It's a lot of people that go through transitional situations. If it's sobriety, if it's abuse, if it's life transition, mental disability, anything, I just want to be able to offer them a safe place and some security to know that no matter what, you have this place to feel secure. Because there's so many people that have nowhere to turn, nowhere to even feel like, oh, I can go wash my behind and it's okay without somebody trying to do something to me. Some people don't even, they feel like, oh, they don't have a safe place to turn to where they can actually talk and be heard without being taken advantage of. So I want to have an institute and a program that's going to be able to touch all those bases.
Okay, awesome. Sounds great. And then last but not least, Miss May, who is a wonderful assistant. But go ahead.
Yes, hello everyone. So my name is May. I've been supporting Veronica as her general virtual assistant for the past almost 2 years. And my role is to, lighten up her load from admin work to social media so, she can show up fully for this community and these events. And also, I'm a mom of 6 kids, which has trained me well in patience, organization, and showing up for the people I support. So right now, what I've been working on for Veronica is I've been working fully on promoting the upcoming conference for the autism conference, which will be done in August. So I'm working hard to do like promotions on that one so that we can have more participants for the event. And what I love it here is that I love how Veronica is supporting the members of the community. So I would, by her showing support to the members of the community, I am also willing and available whenever you want me to get any assistance that you want from me from all those members of this community of Veronica. It's great to hear. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes, and she has helped out several people with flyers and different media advertisement. So she is available to assist. And she's in our group, our event planning. She's part of there too.
Okay.
So put some in there if you need help and she'll assist. There you go, Frank. Awesome. Okay, sounds great. Introductions. I don't know if y'all can see my grandson over there. He's hanging out with his nana today. Hey, D.
Hey.
Okay, so next. The feature presentation for tonight. So tonight our discussion is on advocacy. And then I have a couple of slides that you can go to as well. Okay, you ready? Okay, awesome. So you can't be an effective advocate for your child until you advocate for until you advocate for yourself. Now, before we go to the feature topic, I wanted everyone to tell me, who do you think who do you think you need to speak up for more? Is it yourself or your family? I would say I probably need to speak up for myself a little more. Right now, these days, I'm speaking up a lot for my family. I'm making sure they're okay. And I do take time for myself, but I probably need to speak up for myself in reference to relationships more. I think every other area of my life, I'm good. I'm outspoken in. That one I'm building the muscle for. Okay. Next, who would like to share which person you feel you need to speak up more for? Is it your family or yourself? And why?
For myself, I know I've even thinking about speaking up for myself too, because like I shared earlier, I've been setting up everything. I've been taking care of my mother and everything. But I know as I was putting everything together for her, I live with her and everything. And when time comes up and it's her time, the Lord decides it's her time, I have to think about and planning ahead for myself as well. And I haven't been doing that. So now I'm doing that as well because I've got to plan her estate. But at the same time, I've got to plan mine after hers too. Because otherwise, when hers is gone, where am I going to go?
Makes sense.
So, and it's something I had to really, really think about. So that's where I'm just most of all going to be doing that because if I don't, by the time that happens, I will definitely be burned out for sure.
I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, I'm already doing those things. Boundary is the best thing that you can set for yourself.
Right.
Setting boundaries. I've started doing that to the fact that they don't even understand because they're so used to, and it's funny because I had talked about manipulation and being manipulative and manipulating other people. That sometimes people have it to where is they'll say what they want or what their needs are without directly coming out and asking you to help them, but then turn around and say they don't ask anybody for anything. No, they don't. Because while they're talking about it, you're trying to help them figure it out. So once I stopped that and I started saying, well, if I can, they was like, oh, if you can. I'm not used to you saying that. I'm used to saying I can do this, that, and the other. And it had to start with my mom. And I told her, I said, Mom, you know you're manipulative, right? You know you manipulate me because you won't come just ask for help. You'll just talk around and want me to volunteer the help. So that's something I had to nip in the bud because I don't like that because now it's like you're gonna say that and not just saying, give me some help. I need some help and things of that nature. And setting boundaries, like I said, I've already started doing that because when you sit back and analyze things, you're looking at it, you're like, yep, I don't like how that makes me feel. So I got to put a stop to that. So in setting boundaries, once you start doing that, people do not understand because I'm so used to, running or doing this, that, and the other. So yeah, speaking up more for myself was definitely
The key.
the key.
And before Lamont go, I just went to the Autism and Black Conference last week, and one lady was saying about advocacy. She was like, by doing something for someone else that you don't want to do, that's you betraying yourself for that other person. She said, if you look at it like that, you're harming yourself for someone else who really might not do the same for you. Is that something you really want to do? That hit hard when I realized, like, oh, wow.
And then you never thought of it like that. So I have this thing now. I treat people the way I want to be treated first and foremost. But if I cannot reciprocate that word.
Reciprocate.
From you, I'm looking like, yep, long handle spoon. I understand, I get it. I'm not mad, but it's going to be a long handle spoon. That is so true. That's very true.
All right, Lamont.
I definitely want to advocate for myself. As a man, I advocate for myself by being for me to be a leader, provider, and a protector. So I stick to those 3 words for myself. So if I don't do it first for myself, then I can't do it for anybody else. So I do have a family. So I definitely want to lead, provide, protect them. So I have to do it for myself, no matter what. No matter what. So that's the process I'm leading into right now. And lead by example.
Awesome. Because yes, that's in my presentation today. Because your kids are watching.
Right.
They're watching you. Okay, Kills.
I said self. Due to I do a lot already, and I wear a lot of hats. I fill in a lot of places, and I had an accident in 2024, and it set me back to where I had to do some different changes. And it's like, you know what? If something really happened to me, what would everybody be? I can't. It showed me that I can't keep on being that. Oh, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. And I didn't. By me being a single parent, yeah, I do a lot with my children. And then I have my mom, my dad, and I didn't realize how much I was doing in general. Like if somebody had just asked me something, even like now, sometimes I have to sit there and ask myself, did I eat? And I'm seeing how it affects me more. But I mean, I do so much, and it's not that I'm trying to say, oh, don't let me do this, but I forget about myself. And I have to actually realize that even though I'm doing all this trying to create generational wealth, I'm trying to make sure everybody is comfortable no matter what goes on. If I'm not doing for myself, what's going to happen? I'm hurting myself. So I'm actually trying to focus in more on giving myself that sometime, somewhere. I've been like, it's hard, but I mean, I'm getting there. By the grace of God, I'm here, but I'm learning that yes, I do have to create those boundaries because it's not good mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually at the end of the day.
Correct. No, I agree. Okay, May. The question was, who do you advocate more for? Is it yourself or your family?
Well, I've spent so much time speaking up for my family because I'm a mother of six, and I'm just I'm the only breadwinner in the family. But now I'm learning how important it is also to speak up for myself. Although both matter, but I'm working on not losing my voice in the process. So right now I'm trying to speak more for myself rather than for my family.
Okay, sounds great. I think Erica's still going to pick up her son because she has to get him by 8. So we'll get her later. Okay, so we're going back to the feature conversation for today. So self-advocacy comes first. Okay. Your voice matters. You deserve to be heard. And sometimes our inner voice speaks volumes. And how we talk to ourselves plays a major role in our self-advocacy. We are our biggest critics when we need to be our own best friends when it comes to our self-talk. We should give ourselves permission to ask more questions in reference to how we're feeling, how we're thinking, and not let other people's opinions or thoughts dictate how we portray ourselves in their presence. For instance, you should believe that your voice matters. You're willing to accept secondhand information in reference to your thoughts or how you're feeling based on what someone else is saying versus saying, no, I feel and I think this way. So I want to make my feelings known and my thoughts and feelings expressed versus considering someone else's. So that's why I'm saying we have to put ourselves first when we got to advocate for ourselves. And once we become better advocates for ourselves and we can't be a pushover, then we know there's no limit to what we can do for our kids. Because if I'm not going to let you push me over for myself, I'm definitely not going to let you bypass something for my child. Okay, so recognizing the conditions that we came up out of. Now, I'm hearing a lot about masking. People are one way with these people, and it's either masking or code switching. They're one way with one person, and then they get with another group of people, and then they're another way. That's draining, and it's
I don't have enough energy.
yeah, it takes a lot of energy to do it.
I
But you don't know how many people out here actually code switch and
believe that.
wear a mask
Yes.
versus just saying, hey, this is me. I'm okay with who I am. You should get to know me and put the representatives away. But in the society that we're living in right now, what's front and center is people's representative.
I don't even know how to do it.
Which is a great thing because I love the space that we have here. Like it's very open because y'all know I don't have none of this figured out. But every month I come and we try to work on it. And by the end of the night, we've had wonderful conversation and we learned something new about this technology.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm like that in every part of my life. Like you just get me all day. Where I can help the men, I can help the women, the kids. Like I have a heart to help everyone and share the information.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not gatekeeping. It's not saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna get something from her. I'm gonna get something from him. No, I just want to purely help you all because helping you all helps me as well.
Everybody know everything.
Not at all. And we're all trying to figure this out. Go ahead, someone saying something?
Oh no, I was agreeing. I was saying absolutely.
Yeah, no. We're all trying to figure this out. This is all our first lives.
Mm-hmm.
So one area I might be good, another area you might be good. Let me share what I'm good at. Like y'all know when it comes to finance and credit, let me share that information.
Mm-hmm.
And the stuff I'm not, hey, for instance, every conference, she's like, hey, go talk to Veronica about this. I get a speaker and the people are amazing. We connect well together. We supposed to help each other. We're going to get much further.
Mm-hmm. And to be totally honest, if you don't mind for me jumping in really quickly, I have to go biblical with it. It's in the word. We supposed to do this. He rejoiced because we're responsible for each other, even though people don't know that, but we are. And I would say one or two things. He's going to bless us regardless, but we could delay our blessings by not being, taking care of each other. But if more people knew that and understood that, they could probably navigate a little bit easier. But the gatekeepers, the backstabbers, and things like that, the
mask
all
and the
that,
representative.
Yeah, but all that is to also play a role because when God has something that He has for you to do, the enemy just knows as well too. So He has to put those people out there to distract us, to do things with us, to delay us, to see if we're gonna break. So God will get out of us what He has us assigned to do.
That's true. That is so true.
You just have to learn how to identify them, and that's what we're doing. We're identifying. We're getting wisdom with them. We're able to acknowledge and to say, "Yep, again, long have a spoon."
Yeah, that's true. Now, some of the hard truths when it comes to conversations is we were raised to keep the peace. Don't make too much of a fuss, right?
Mm-hmm.
Avoid conflict. Accept what you're given. No, in this life, we don't. We can tell you thank you, but no thank you. Mm-hmm. We can agree to disagree, and we don't have to move in the same circles. And that's okay.
With love.
Exactly.
Decent and in order is my word would say. And for me to say decent and in order.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now we have to reframe our voices, right? You're not too much. People have probably heard, hey, you're a little too much at times. You're aggressive or you're being difficult. Or my favorite word that people tell me is, Veronica, you're intimidating. Like you intimidate people. How? I don't know everything. I don't act like I do. But we're going to replace the too much, the aggressive, or the difficulty with, no, we're protective, we're informed, and we're very intentional on what we're doing and how we're going to get there.
Yeah.
And know that everybody is not meant to go with you. Some people is only with you for a short period of time, and that's okay.
A reason, season, and a lifetime.
I love it. That's my
A
son.
reason, a season, and for
Or-
a life, or a lifetime, for a lifetime.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, self advocacy, what does that look like? Excuse me. Asking questions without apologizing. Saying, I don't understand. Explain it another way. Help me understand what you're trying to, the message you want me to get out of it. Saying, no, this doesn't work for me. And I want everybody to be clear. No is a complete sentence. You don't have to give an explanation behind no. Asking for things in writing, or I just learned this too recently about advocating for yourself at work, that if you need a stand-up desk, you can ask your employer to give you a stand-up desk, or you need your own office, because they have to provide a work atmosphere that can make you, well, not make you, but a work atmosphere where you can be very productive. And if you're out in an open space with everybody else, and the lighting and the noise, you cannot perform your tasks in that environment. So you get to ask them for these accommodations. Just have to use the right wording, which is, I want to be very productive, and right now I cannot be productive in this environment with these circumstances. So that's another thing. Okay. So if you don't advocate for yourself, or you start accepting less, a few things you can do. Speak up in meetings. Push back when you feel something is wrong. And you always have a right to ask for clarity. You said right there.
It is so funny that you're going over all this, and because yesterday I got a phone call. It was from the office, the agency, and she was going over things, being manipulative about getting what she really wanted. She was like, "Oh, how you doing? Is everything okay? Yeah, everything's doing fine. Is there anything I can help you with? No, I'm pretty good. Oh yeah, by the way, it's this compliance that you need to do by Friday. It's 12 hours." I said, "Who?" Before I could say anything else, I said, "Who? Who needs to do it by Friday?" I said, "Are you talking about tomorrow?" Which that was yesterday. I said, "Are you talking about tomorrow, Friday? 12 hours?" I said, "That's not right." I said, "No, I'm not doing it." She got quiet. I said, "I'm not going to do it." I said, "But what I will do, I could possibly have it done for you by Monday. I'm not going to have it done until Tuesday. Because you didn't have to come and try to, just to get me to say, yeah, who would be in their right mind do something in that shorter term?"
Exactly.
I said, "No." She got so quiet. It was so funny. It was just, you talking about it, brought it back up. Yeah. I'm going to stand up for myself, especially 12 hours in one day. Not even one day.
It was less than a
It
day
was
because
less
it was
than a day.
yesterday, and she wanted it done today by
Today.
5 o'clock. Probably.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. No. No, it's a complete sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you stay silent, the system learns that they can do less. And the system can be a person, place, or a society. There's several different systems in our lives that would prefer to keep us, I wouldn't say down, but just keep us confused and not clear. So the power of tying things together. How do you respond? Whether you speak up, whether you accept things or be dismissive. Self-advocacy is also healing. Advocacy for yourself in the beginning feels a little uncomfortable because we weren't taught to speak up for ourselves. We have been dismissed before. We have been mislabeled. But doing anything consistently builds confidence. So now we want to build confidence in becoming self-advocates for ourselves. Every time you speak up, you're not just helping your child, you're healing yourself. So advocate for your children starts with advocating for yourself. When you find your own voice, stand in it, and refuse to be dismissed, you just don't change your child's outcome. You're changing the system the way you're changing the system. No, you're teaching the system a new way of responding to you. Those are my notes on the presentation. Is there any thoughts that you would like to share in reference to my presentation? Oh, you can hit it. And then I think it's next one. Okay. And then yeah, advocacy is healing. Okay, let's. Okay, so now this is the reflection. Go to the next one, please. Okay, and now we need to go for the other one, right? Any questions, comments?
So basically, like you're setting up a structure for yourself and for your kids to follow.
Correct.
So that's basically what I see, how I take it as a structure. Because if we don't have structure in our own lives, it's not going to trickle down to our kids. So, like I said, being that leader, I know we all make mistakes.
Yes.
And I think we can do it. We can lead and do the right thing or make mistakes, but we also can clean it up for our kids before they get to that stage. Like how I'm 54 years old. My son is like 28 years old, and before he gets to where I'm at, I can, I've been there and done that process. So
Yes.
So basically, it's a structure. You have to set up a structure for yourself, then not set up for my son to follow.
Yes.
If you step out of line, like I've been and done it, but and just go back and change your ways, and but you also continue leading. The life ain't over yet.
It is so not. I would say that you're in a coach mode for your
Right,
son.
exactly.
You're coaching him
Right.
through and pointing out, like, yeah, I was your age, and these are some of the things that I encountered. You shouldn't have to walk that path.
Exactly.
Now you can go, and my daughter has. Both my kids actually surpassed what I was doing in my late 20s, and they keep changing up things. And so it's a blessing to be able to lead them in a way that I was not led as a child.
Because that's older folks. That's OGs. When we had that, we had that village, that family village,
Yes.
So we can't forget about that, and we have to restructure that family village. Like this table here. I know somebody that knows somebody that can help you out. Type of vibe. So that's what I'm about. And that's what I love. So.
Awesome. Well, that's what community comes from.
That's right.
just finding your tribe, getting with the right community that's willing to help you push you to your next level. Sometimes pull you along.
It's funny that you mentioned that because as you're talking about that, all I'm thinking about is network. As I'm hearing this whole thing, it's like that is also what defines you because they say whoever you surround yourself with is who you become.
That's true.
And but also whatever you speak and whatever you say is also who you wind up surrounding yourself with as well. So it's like a circular effect. And so it's just you have to really truly not be a people pleaser in that manner because when you do that, then that's where you just get, yourself burn out.
Right.
Yes.
So you have to really truly learn to be a person of integrity because a people pleaser can't really be a person of integrity
No.
because they're everybody else's integrity except for their own. And that's a big thing. So because it's been something I've been thinking about a lot is how many networks out here? There are so many, but they're all so scattered when you think about it.
Right.
And how many people in those networks have so many similar needs? Because the thing I think about when I think about a network is how many people can be helped if you had a network of 5,000 people? How many people can you help? How many people in that network can help each other? How much faster would a lot of people's needs in that network be helped if they could just do that? And it won't be overwhelming because you got more people to help do more things.
That's true.
Yeah, no gatekeeping.
And it's just things like that when you really build something like that. But most people don't build it because that's where it takes, like what you're saying, intention.
Right.
You have that intention to build something like that. What can you do? Because the challenge I feel like it is that the biggest thing that comes to me when you think about that is politics.
Yes.
And you know what? You can either have it as politics or, like you were saying, as a community. Which one you're going to go? Which way are you going to use it for? Politics is all talk and trying to get somebody else to do something. Whereas community,
Like he said, manipulation.
where community, you're just what? You're all coming together to do it together. And I'm going to use the Bible as a reference.
Right.
If you have the best example of that was the Tower of Babel in the Bible. God said, if they were so unified, there is nothing they cannot accomplish. So if that comes from God saying that himself, if we were to have that intention, what could we accomplish?
It's wisdom as we mature. Everybody can be an adult, but that don't necessarily mean they're a mature adult.
That's true.
That don't mean you're mature because when you mature, you handle things a little bit differently. As I gain wisdom and on this journey, I see everything, and it's just crazy, but not. I see everything that's parallel in life is in the Word, even though they said that the Bible had been tampered with this thing. I don't believe it is. It's one of them I just can't deal with that. Me and him got to holler at each other when they get there. But however, I can sit up and look at every parallel that's in the Word with your life. So I'm with you on that. It's there. And they said the Bible means biblical instructions before leaving earth. It kind of makes sense to me, except for one part. Just one part. Yeah, I'm going to talk. But yeah, but like I said earlier, it's just about being around the right people.
Correct.
Thank you. Kindred spirits would be kindred spirit, where you could just it just happen. It just like where you can literally sit there, argue, and you can act like it don't happen. Or it was so intense to where the argument was so intense that you knew it was wrong. Your spirit knew it was wrong. So now let us handle this a little bit different. Next, we even got to talk about it because we know we was on that type of, relationship with building and things to that nature. Kill, steal, and destroy.
Yeah, that's what the enemy came to kill, steal, and destroy.
Mm-hmm. So you have to be strong. You have to be mindful, especially doing what we're doing. Because we have a purpose to do this. We was called to do this. No matter how long it took for us to do this and things to that nature, this is what he wanted us to do. This is what how we supposed to met. So there was no, no mistake, and things of that nature. But only the kindred spirits ones would still be, plugged. That's just
Awesome. Sounds great. Kels, do you have any input?
Yep, I do. I'm sorry, I was driving.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
So yes, even like she was just saying on that, just that reflection, like the growth, the growing from a level. So I'm gonna speak on myself, use myself as an example. I'm 38 years old, and like I said, being in these type of communities, I'm just coming about getting into starting to see that it is a bigger picture. It's a lot of people that's within my age range that is not trying to be on an advancement level. So to deal with other like-minded people, it does change that aspect. I've always fought for not being a statistic. I've always spoke up for myself and my children because, yeah, I am a single parent. I'm not married. They talk about this wedlock stuff and different stuff like that. I had my mom and my grandparents coming up and my dad here and there. So, you know what you know and you don't know what you don't know. But it was a lot of things that I went through that it was the lack of the experience or just having siblings to come around because I'm the last living child. Mm-hmm. So certain things that it's like, yeah, people try to play on you about thinking, oh, well, she's stupid or too friendly, too nice. But again, that's why I had to, as I'm seeing my level of growth and I'm seeing the change, it's okay. And I'm telling myself it's okay that I'm elevating, no matter what somebody else see, what somebody else feel, but I'm okay in accepting that what somebody else think of me is not my problem.
Yes, that is so true. I agree. And I had to learn that in, I think, my 20s, half my 30s. In my 40s, it was, no, you're just going to accept me for who I am. Yes, mm-hmm. I had 2 children. Right here.
Yes, you saying that, my mom used to tell me, she like, I give you till you 24 for you start getting some fat on your head, and I didn't understand what that meant. But and even at this time, it's a lot of stuff that's catching on, but I get it now because I see my growth. I see what I was, what I'm coming to, and I see what I want.
Ooh, yes.
Yes, that's indeed, true. And I thank you all.
You are the table. You don't have to bring nothing to the table. They're gonna know you the table. Just like when you walk, you can address the room.
Yeah.
That's that Amen. Confidence.
Amen.
And a lot of people don't understand that settling is not an option. But we tend to settle because we don't think that we honestly could do better. So sometimes we don't even think about it. We just go and do it, but we should settle.
Yeah, that is true. That is definitely true. Awesome. Okay, great conversation. So now we're at the announcements part. So I know Francis had mentioned earlier, and I think whoever else have some upcoming events and reminders.
I got your tickets too.
Okay, awesome. And it's a couple of people that wasn't here, like Ernest, to speak on the daddy-daughter dance, which is coming up June 14th. And he having an Eventbrite. I know it's on my social media. I want to say the tickets, including the fee, is like $28.
It's 28.
I think it is. I looked on Eventbrite. A daddy-daughter dance. in reference to his podcast, Daddy-Daughter Relationships. Building Stronger Daddy-Daughter Relationships. So his event is June 14th at the Community Center, South Highland Community Center. But before his event, our next tomorrow we're having the panel discussion for Help from a Sister, talking about advocacy for our loved one. So the focus will be a little different tomorrow. We're focusing on how to show up and advocate for your loved one on the autism spectrum, which autism is 365, but advocacy covers all aspects of your life. It's just not a certain time. So that discussion will start tomorrow, and we'll keep it going up until the event in August. And tomorrow Tour is also having her raffle.
Mhm.
And then are you going over there tomorrow?
I am.
Okay, because I got my tickets.
Okay.
And I need to give you the money for the
Okay.
tickets that I'm purchasing and give
I'll
her
put
the
it
other
in the,
tickets back.
Put it in the thing. And give it to her.
Okay, sounds great. And her raffle tomorrow is from 11 to 12:30. I think she'll be there showing her
Yes.
office and talking about the services that she offers with her personal success coaching for parents who have a child on the autism spectrum. So she'll be there sharing that. I'm trying to think. I think that's it. And then Francis, your event, May 24th,
Third.
May 23rd,
Mhm.
spa services
Um,
and mimosas.
Stepping into spring into summer with massages and mimosas. Relax, restore, and a brunch, a light brunch. It's gonna be really nice. So yeah.
Francis, I gotta reach out to you about that. I had to see if the date's gonna work for me because I got a prom and 2 graduations coming up. So I needed to make sure I could make it so I can know if I could bring my mom. So I'm gonna reach out to you back tomorrow.
Okay, that'll be fine. Give me a call or a text.
Oh, that is right after
Okay.
Mother's Day.
Let's yeah.
Is it wheelchair accessible?
No
How many stairs is it?
stairs.
It's-
Not a lot, but enough.
Like 7, 8? Because
More. Maybe 10.
about 10.
Maybe give it 10.
I'm gonna talk to my mom and see. Because now I told you she walks down the stairs, she walks up the
Right.
stairs. We walked down today, and now I'm thinking every day we're gonna walk down
Right.
and go up.
It's about 10 stairs. Yeah, give it 10. Yep.
Okay, well I know it's either her or my daughter. One of them will be accompanied
Yeah, help you.
for the event.
That'll be good.
Awesome. So, Lamont,
Yeah.
have you started your podcast or
No.
you have your topic?
I have a topic. I think written down. What I like to start off with. So it's all about setting up, getting set up.
Okay, so do you have your cameras and your
No.
setup?
Nothing. Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm learning. I'm learning.
No, that's hey, no judgment here.
I'm learning.
One thing I'll say is, and I know nobody's mentioned it, but do you have access to any AI?
No.
I would recommend you get access to at least one, either Claude or ChatGPT.
I'm gonna say download ChatGPT on your phone.
Well, I do. I have GPT.
ChatGPT.
Chat GPT, and I do connect with that a lot every day, almost every other day.
Okay.
Questions and comments and everything.
Now, the main thing I would say is, on something like that, you can use it to help you plan that out, and
Right.
it'll give you step-by-step instructions, one at a time, to the point where by the time a certain thing comes up, it'll break it down where you can make baby steps.
Yeah.
And I would say go that way. Now, I'll let you know that, and this is from an IT person, that ChatGPT is going kind of a little down in favoritism in that manner. So you want to before you start, you have to think about what you want, because Claude's starting to take over.
Well, yes and no. So I
Oh,
just
no,
went.
yes, because I know for sure it is starting to take a lot of things because they're moving faster than ChatGPT.
For
Who is?
Clyde.
Claude.
But so I just went to the Microsoft training because Microsoft has Copilot,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was talking to people that it was an AI nonprofit networking event that Microsoft put on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to figure out more information about all of them. So I know ChatGPT. I've been using it for a couple of years. Love it.
Yeah.
And then Corinthians, when he was here, he was telling us about Claude. So I signed up for Claude to, get some more information and learn more about Claude. And then I went to the AI conference and I found out about Copilot. Now, if you get Copilot, Copilot has the license for Claude and ChatGPT in it. And what they were explaining to me is they all have their different niches. ChatGPT is short form question and answers. Now, all the information sometimes is made up, so you have to tell it. Don't make it up, just give me factual information where you can pull it from a source, right? Strategy, they say use Claude. Claude is better at strategic planning. And Copilot is good because it's a Microsoft, and then the security that's behind Microsoft covers.
Yeah, because the thing is, I use these on a daily basis at work. My job, we do a lot of this stuff because this is our area.
Mhm.
But the biggest thing you have to think about in that is that what nobody told you is you just have to be thinking about ChatGPT. If you don't be careful, your stuff is shared with the government.
No, it's shared with everybody.
Well, no, but there's
Definitely the free version.
yeah, but it's shared with the government more for your ChatGPT than Claude or any other.
Well,
Right.
Copilot is not because they have the security of Microsoft behind it. So
Yeah.
it's only for your organization. That's why they locked it
But
down.
Copilot has the other limitations that we do because we use it too. But
Yeah.
but the main thing I'm just trying to say is that depending on which one you want to use and do that, because I understand what she's saying and that where it comes to Copilot, but when it comes to different things, it just depends on what you want to do or what you have someone do for you.
And that's perfect. That's why I'm here, and I'm loving it right now. Everything y'all come out your mouth, because it's one-on-one, it's face to face, not like over the phone. Like I see this stuff on like Instagram, and and everybody's like, well, join this group, and it's like, I have to wait. And right now, I can get the information right now from you guys.
We're trying to learn it too. So
so it's
real
personal things. I love about it. What you explain and what what everybody here talking about, instead of being on my phone and just and somebody's like an influencer, trying to get them to join the program, and they charging you $27 for a program. Like, is it right? And then you can't connect with them because they so far away, not next door.
And that's true.
Mhm.
But I'm glad you brought that up because that's a good point that I wanted to bring up to us too. I was talking to Ernest last week or something, and he was telling me that he just designed a course. And I was like, oh, that's awesome. Because even though we've been meeting, we've been doing different things, so our objective is to share the information. All information can be free. You're
Right.
supposed to give the majority of it, but at the end of the day, it's a business. So a business have to be able to generate revenue, right?
Time. Paying for time. It's the time.
Exactly. So how do we do that? We have to provide a service for people willing to pay for.
Mhm.
How do we do that? Well, Ernest said, hey, he did a course through his CRM system. And I'm like, oh, so I need to tell us, like, we need to, each one of us is working on something different. But how can we take that information and bundle it or put it in a package where we can pass it on to someone and have them pay $10, $20, $30?
It's the school.
Well,
It's the
school
school.
has that,
Mhm.
but not only to do it, Ernest already did it. And before he did it, he said, what was her name? The young lady that was on the Sundays. Oh, I can't think of her name now.
Hello.
But it was another
No,
young lady.
no,
Oh, Keisha. He learned it from Keisha. Keisha taught him. So I'm like, okay, so now I'm gonna need you to teach us.
Right.
We want to do a course too and talk about what we're doing and how it's going to help, because each of us have a different lane.
Mhm.
So man is talking to parents on self-advocacy and helping their children. And one thing I thought about was a mock IEP meeting. Because if you think about it, most parents that go to IEP meetings, they feel less than everybody is there, because everybody there either have a degree or know something. They feel that they know more than about them. They know more than they do in reference to their child. But if you put them at a table with some other people and say, stop looking at these people like they're at one stage and you at the another stage, because even though they might have a degree in a certain topic, you are the expert on your child. So by you being an expert on your child, you have a seat at the table. You have the biggest seat, and what you have to say matters. But if parents don't get the opportunity to role play, to sit and say,
Right.
yes, we all have degrees, but you have a degree in life for your child.
Right.
And don't look at they're intimidating, because they want you to sit there and be quiet and accept whatever they're doing. It's not hurting you, it's hurting your child. Hey, go ahead. Kids.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I wanted
No,
to
go
say,
ahead.
can I speak on you saying that, speaking from a parent that has sat in those type of meetings. I've been through that. I've felt like that, and that's another reason that had me be the advocate that I am when it comes to my children, especially having two black boys in this society. So it was a lot of teachers and principals that be like, oh, you can't say I know you know your child, and woo, no, you can't tell me not to say that. So that instilled in me on how I brought my boys up, especially seeing how it wasn't a strong male figure. So I made that implementation so that way I can say, at the grace of God, my oldest son, he's getting ready to walk across stage. He's going on prom. He's 17 years old. My youngest is 13 years old. He's getting ready to graduate 8th grade this year. I have no convictions, no jail, no nothing. And I thank God for that every step of the way. And I did this with the strength and the God passion that I got in me. So yeah, it's a lot of people, and they don't even know. They feel like these schools tell them X, Y, Z, and this is what's right. If I went off what the school said, my children probably wouldn't even want to interact with me the way they do and deal with me. It brightens my day that no matter what, here and there, when I look at my children, they appreciate the stuff. It makes my son, for him to be 17 years old, yes, he does have a speech somewhat development, but he didn't veer past that and didn't let him hold him back from that. I have other family members whose children have something going on, and they make it like, oh, it's just this condition, when no, it's not. You're pressing that onto them, which is going to hurt them. But at the end of the day, I took it and reversed it and made sure you will not use this for a weakness.
Correct. That is true. Yes.
So yeah, it's a lot. Even like you said, and I went from feeling like, oh, I was so little, and that's why I'm able to speak now, because by me not having the black and white degrees, and even with the healthcare stuff I do, that made me feel a lot of type of way at some point. But now I'm past that, and I thank God that I can say that, and I thank God that I don't walk in a room feeling as small as I did at one point.
Exactly. And that's why we want to talk to the other parents that are in that situation to know, hey, you don't have to stay there. You have a right to have a seat at the table. You have a right to ask for accommodations that are free and appropriate for your child, because it's an IEP, individualized education plan. So it should not look like the next person. And your budget at your school cannot dictate what my child needs, because I'm saying you have to provide a free and appropriate education. And whatever you cannot provide, that's your budget, ain't my problem. And that's what I had to just learn too. Like, no, you can go back to the school and say, your budget issues has nothing to do with me. Absolutely. We can file a lawsuit because the school is not providing the services that are in the IEP. First thing is we got to let the parents know that you have a right for things to be put on the IEP, not just for educational, for life skills. Because we're preparing this child for life. Everybody is not going to go to college. Some people going to do some other things, but whatever the accommodations are, we need to make sure they in that IEP or that 504 plan. And then once it's in there, now we have to make sure the school provide it. And right now the schools are kicking back saying, hey, our budget this, our budget that. But no, the conference I just went to, the notes I'm going to have for tomorrow, it doesn't matter. Your budget has nothing to do with my child, because y'all have millions of dollars. Figure it out.
And you know what? A lot of people, they fall so quick into listening to somebody saying, oh, this, that, and the other. They used to try to tell me, oh, your son's so bad, this, that, and the other. No, it's the way. And the first time when a teacher told me that, when I asked my son, I said, what's going on, son? What's wrong? My son was 5 years old. He said, Mama, she don't teach me, Mama. She play with her lashes, Mom. She used the curly curl. And I had to do some investigation. And I'm like, no, this same lady is the one who sent my son, sent his information over there for IEP testing. And he scored so high that they was like, I don't understand why he's here. What did they tell you for him to come here for? But it's like it made a stigma, and I had to do the deep investigation. Everybody is not in this teaching atmosphere because they can handle, even if it's some type of ADD, if it's some type of hypertension or anything. A lot of teachers don't know what that looks like, especially if they don't have children.
Correct.
So it's a difference on the way they want to interact with them. A lot of them want to just say, oh, you being disrespectful, get out my room, or this, that, and the other. You shoving them out the way before even giving them a chance to feel themselves or something else. And it takes our boys to turn to, react, be violent, or be in the street, and it take our girls to sit here and follow up behind this fake love, or oh, somebody telling me this, that, and the other, like they're putting something in them, but all along they still not instilling you the right thing. So it's like, if you don't take that time to see or even want to know that, then yeah, you're helping your babies fall through the crack. But that's why I said I just couldn't do it. And I try to tell people, even when they come to voting, like I say, if you can't get out and go vote, it's no need to say nothing to me, because our ancestors fought for this. Yes, just like what you're saying with the school, they getting this money. They get things to have, even fidget spinners and stuff like that. Yes. They choose what they put that money. If this is what's going to help your child, and you can't provide this on your own, speak up at this school that's getting this funding. Go to the meetings and the conferences and things, so that way you can see what's really accommodated.
Exactly. Because you know what? To piggyback on some things you were saying, one, behavior is communication. We just have to learn what that behavior is communicating to us. Right. And then once we do, document it. Because as long as we can document our child's meltdowns, their behaviors, different things they're feeling and experiencing, we document it, and we have that added to the IEP, they cannot penalize your child for acting out. If I've already informed you that my child has to have a snack every 2 hours, or he has an outburst, right? And his outburst could be knocking everything off the table down, turning the chairs over, and yelling.
Mhm.
Now, if he do that, the teacher say he's disruptive, he's a danger to the other kids. We have to get him out this classroom because now they can label your child and they can put him in a detention or a
Mhm.
self-contained class. But if I've already
Yes.
documented, you cannot do anything to my child because you waited 2 hours and 10 minutes past that time. That extra 10 minutes, he had a reaction.
Mhm.
And you can't penalize him for it. But if we're not documenting or letting the parents know, like, hey, you see your child, once you figure out what their triggers are, let's document it. Let's get that to the school and let them know. Let's put this in the IEP because now they can't penalize your child for having those type of experiences.
Mhm.
Because there is a school to prison pipeline for our young Black men.
Yep.
And it starts
Really?
with misdiagnosed or being not diagnosed or just
Yep.
not having the advocacy that they need. So that's why my goal now is no, let's try to become better advocates. Let's watch these babies. Let's document it. Use whatever tool is available because the AI assistants, they are tools that help us. Let's document it. Let's document whatever we can. Let's speak up. Let's speak life into these parents to let them know you have the power. You are the best advocate for your child. Nobody's going to fight for your child as hard as you. But you need the right tools and the resources. I want to help share that information so you can feel confident when you step in that room to know, yeah, I got a seat at the table. Let's sit down. Here go my notes. These are the accommodations I'm asking for. This is what I need. These are the reasons I need it. Let's give them their language back. Free and appropriate education. This benefits my child because of his IEP, his individualized education plan. It's not about Tom's child or Jack's child. No, my child needs these things to survive in his environment. This is what I'm asking for. You can't do it, no problem. Let me take it to the district office. If we need to go and sue the school because they're not providing a free and appropriate education, well, they're going to start getting a picture like, oh, these parents are coming together. These parents know what their rights are. Yes, because for years we didn't know what our rights are. And I'm seeing me as of last year too, because they told me for my grandson, I could not get an AAC device because it was considered screen time. And on the school district, they only allow 15 minutes of screen time a week. So I went to his speech therapist and was like, well, they told me at the school that that's considered screen time. She said he's pre-verbal. He doesn't speak. That's not screen time. That's communication. He has none right now. So they won't. I said no. 10 months later, I did get him that AAC device. But when I brought that up at the conference, they was like, oh, no, you have to do it. I said, no, I did it. But it just didn't go through the school. She was like, no, the school should have provided that for you. It shouldn't have been a struggle, which I asked for it in an IEP meeting. I gave it to him in writing. And one person said no, then the director, because she already knew I had wrote her several emails that no, we're going to revisit this. This is just an intake. And they trip you up because she did tell me when he started that school in August, October, we had our meeting. She was like, this meeting is just intake to accept his IEP. We're not changing anything. That's at the next meeting. I told the ladies that they was like, every time a team come together, we can make changes. You don't have to wait for another meeting. I said, oh, so now I need to share that information and let parents know. No, don't let them tell you that because they told me that. I didn't know. I know now. You can't do that.
Mhm.
But it's knowing, and then it's getting the information out there to let parents know, no, they've been just stringing us along and taking the money and doing whatever they want to do with it. It's not our business. Now we just need them to redirect it back to give our babies the resources and tools they need so they can become positive, productive citizens.
One thing I threw out
Okay,
there.
I'm sorry. Y'all know I
Yeah,
just
you
went
can
on
do
a
it.
tangent.
You're fine.
No, I thought about this, but I didn't want to implicate because I didn't want to give the wrong impression. But that's a place where you can really know. Like, that's why I like about Legal Shield, because things like that, there are attorneys in that network that specialize even in this arena.
Yeah.
So you can even consult them for things like that and know what you can do. And here's the good part. Okay, a letter coming for you is one thing. Let a letter come from them to there.
Oh, that's what I'm
Exactly.
talking.
That changes the whole
It does.
picture.
Now, that's one thing I do like about Legal Shield.
They will write you a letter as long as you have that program, and they'll write you a letter stating whatever it needs to be stated. And if it doesn't go there, it can go in a higher direction. Because if you're being treated unfair, if he's or your child's being treated unfair, they will say something about it. Now, a letter coming from an attorney is a whole different ballgame.
Mm-hmm.
They don't consider your letter a threat, but a letter from an attorney is
It's a warning sign.
it's a whole.
Okay, so
big
we
deal.
need to find some attorneys. Now we got to get attorneys to come and to be a part, or look into the Legal Shield as well. But first, we just have to let them know that we're not taking the status quo. We'll discuss this later, or we're going to make changes that affects the IEP with just 2 people, and it changes your child. No, you need to have a team meeting, and you get to call a meeting for IEP. It is a living document. So at any time the child reached a goal, changes, you get to adjust it, and a team has to come together. And the parent is the most valuable part of the team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's, some of the conversation we're going to have tomorrow, but that's where we are. And we should look into figuring out if we don't have a product or a service for our business, what do we need to do to get a product or a service for our business? And who do we need to help us? So right now, if we're going to do some courses, and a course is pretty much what we're doing now. We can have a conversation about whatever your product or service is and walk people through how to do it.
Right.
Now let's break it down into sections, and that go a course. So that's something we're looking into as well.
Nice. Real nice.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. So do we have, because it's 8:42, we are doing wonderful with time. We're going to close out and be done by 9. Do anybody have anything, last words, last comments, suggestions, or anything they just want to share? You good?
I feel like
Online?
we're already a mouthful.
Here.
Hey, Erica. You picked up your son already?
Oh yeah, I've been back.
Oh, awesome. Okay, so is there anything you want to share with us?
No, I'm good. Good over here.
Awesome. Sounds great.
Well,
Okay.
I want to thank everybody. It's been informational time for me. I enjoyed it. Thanks for the invite.
You're welcome.
I'd like to come back again
Amen.
and learn a lot about autism, everything. So I can use it on my platform as well.
Exactly, to share the information.
Share the information. It's all about sharing the information and take it to another level. So.
All right, sounds great. And we can talk because I do want to rent out my studio to help people do podcasting as well. All right. We're going to take our picture here. And the people online, you all have a good evening. Thank you so much for signing in. And then next month, we're at our regular time, the 3rd Friday of the month. So that will be May 15th from 7 to 9. And then, yeah, your event's the 23rd.
Mhm.
It's the next Saturday after that.
We're doing a Lupus Walk May 16th.
Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
awesome. All right, so let's go back to StreamYard first, and then we can end that.
You want to end it?
Because then it's gonna do my out. Yep.